Welcome to the Temple of Flame. On today, Faith Black Lights, we take a look at this. And what this is the Amazon pepper. Oh, look at that frog, that's cool. This is, they glossed that. The it's 4-pack here, 3-ounce bottles. We have habanero, green, or now green wild, chipotle, and hot and sweet mango. So a little background to this. When I first started doing the blog, and there's a link to the reason that there's a link to all 4 of these sauces individually in the description below is because when I was first doing the blog, I wanted to try to build a little bit of a base, have more reviews, and I saw this on Amazon. I went, oh yeah, that'd be sweet. That's because I've kind of done these all along, and as part of what I'm trying to get to, as it's developed over time, it doesn't make any sense to do them individually. Back then it did. So, and oh yeah, great, four different sauces, 4 different reviews. Pretty sweet, pretty sweet. I love this packaging, actually. This is my favorite thing about this so far. So one thing I think is really, really funny, the best pepper sauce I have ever tried from Randy Wayne White, selections from Reader's Digest. Whoa, that's not a ringing endorsement. All this other stuff is fine. They're out of Colombia, evidently. So let's read the back, actually, and then we'll get into it. So we're going to whip through all the ingredients here. So this one, doing all 4 of them, I'm like, I've got to try to at least, they're all full reviews, on the blog. So I'm like, well, I've got to try to give them a little bit of time here. So I'm like, okay, what food can I have to compare them against each other? And so this one says tacos. This one says tacos. This one says tacos. And this one, the last one, habanero, does not say tacos, oddly enough, but does say hamburgers. So that is what we're going to be getting to today. 3 tacos and a hamburger. So this one, we got water, habanero pepper, salt, acetic acid, and xanthan gum. Very clearly, this is much more like a Louisiana style canned sauce. There's that few ingredients to it. So for this one, we have water, green pepper. I don't recall which green pepper they actually use for this. Salt, acetic acid, sugar, xanthan gum, turmeric, and sodium. That word, some sort of sulfate. And so chipotle, so they all have animals. This one is the jaguar. This one, the green, is the dark frog. Jaguar on the front? No. The chipotle is for a capuchin monkey. And the mango, last but not least, is for the macaw. That's the bird on the front. There's the macaw. Okay, so the ingredients for the chipotle is water, sugar. Oh, no, I'm reading the wrong one. Water, chipotle pepper, sugar, salt. Sugar, that's interesting. Acetic acid, dry garlic, dried onion. So those were both powders. When I initially got those, I'm assuming they probably are here as well. we've got a caramel color, xanthan gum, smoke is artificial, and for the mango we have water, sugar, mango pulp, passion fruit pulp, acetic acid, salt, cayenne pepper. We've got xanthan gum, habanero, sodium benzoate, and turmeric. Turmeric is in a couple different of these. They don't have the macaw is on all the labels. But oh, hey, wait, there we go. There's the Jaguar. Oh, I love this packaging actually. These labels are really, really good. There's the Dart Frog. There is the Capuchin Monkey, and there is the Macaw twice. Oh, this is cool. Yes, the Jaguars, the mighty Jaguars. I like big cats. Big cats are neat. I like leopards. They're all good. They're all good. All good tibbies. Okay, let's take these out. Hot and sweet mustard. Hot and sweet mango rather. Oh, I forgot to get a knife. Hang on. I'm gonna have to get a knife here. Anyway, so I haven't had these since I did the written reviews quite a while ago, so I don't actually remember how much or if at all I actually enjoyed these. I didn't look at the reviews, the written reviews prior to doing these. I vaguely remember liking one or two of them, I think, but I don't remember. But it's been a really long time. Like these, from what I could gather, seemed like they were discontinued for quite a while. So let me grab a knife real quick, and then we'll open these bad mamma jammas up and get looking at them. Okay, let's see. Let's open up the habanero first. A little slight bit of discoloration there. Might have oxidized a touch. What's our Best By date here? Do we have? So Best By July 2025. I don't know how old this is. I got it fairly recently. Okay, here's the old. Yeah, so you can see, anytime you see this swirling, these tend to be fairly old sauces. This probably will be fine, but we'll see here. Actually, let's do it this way. But it's a little bit unsightly. Once you clear that part of the bottle, it should be good to go. So there's the Jaguar sauce. Very hot. Uh-oh. Stay in the camera range sauce. Okay, and we have the, actually, you know what, it probably make more sense to do it this way. We don't really care about the handle, do we? Okay, this is the Green Wild. I don't recall this at all. I don't recall actually any of these at all. This one smells. So I do, ooh, easy. Every year, or well, not every year, but a lot of years, I try to do whatever sauce collections come out at Walmart for the holidays. And I don't know if I don't know if they had a new one last year. I might not have done it last year, but I've done a few of those, which usually are in the mini review section. Not always, but usually on the blog, which you can get to by clicking on any of the links for the reviews for these sauces available in the description below. Okay. Wow. Oh boy. So I've been meaning, I've been looking on and off, and I couldn't remember where I got these. I thought it was Amazon, but it could have been, one of the other online outlets like hotsauce.com or something like that. Because I don't remember, I didn't initially find Burn Your Tongue. Since I found that is far and away my favorite, and where probably 85% of my sauce purchases go, give or take, the vast majority anyway. See this, okay, well, I think we got it loose anyway. I don't think these have actually turned. At least I hope they haven't. But see, we have the same swirling. That marbling looks cool, but isn't great. Okay, so oops. Alright, let's just see if we can. Here, that way you guys can see. So from left to right, we have a habanero, the green wild, the chipotle, and the mango. And I'm not enthusiastic actually about trying any of these like this. I'm a little nervous. Whenever I see sauces turned, there shouldn't be anything, like there's salt and acetic acid, the vinegar for the most part. So that should be fine, but it still kind of unnerves me a little bit. But we have it here. Cameras are rolling. I guess we better get to it. Let's start with that this one, the green mild. The sort of lemonade colored looking one that's my least favorite visually. Wow. That tastes like a really bitter version of like a sport pepper, banana pepper, that type of thing. This one will probably be pretty good chilled, actually. It is very, like, no question that the acetic acid is playing a role there. It is very astringent, very, yeah, it is not quite sour, but it definitely has that sort of bitey aspect from the vinegar. No question about that. There's a little bit of heat there. I don't know if it's green habaneros or what it is exactly, but not bad. Maybe that was, it's not green, it's sort of this lemonade color, but that one's actually kind of interesting. Alright, let's try one of the marble ones first. Next, we'll go with this, the hot and sweet mango. Oh. That's pretty nice. Oh, that is really nice. It's borderline cloying, but for a hot, for a sort of hot sweet, a fruit-based hot sweet, it's quite good. Wow, we're 2 for 2. Try chipotle next. Oh my goodness. Ooh. That is sour. Oh, that is, I don't know if I'll be able to eat that one. Oh, oh, that is not pleasant. Oh dear. If you imagine a really super vinegary, cheap barbecue sauce, that actually is kind of where that's going. Not enjoyable. Wow, that's unpleasant. Oh. Oh, no. Okay, last is the last of the marbles, last of the sauces is the habanero. Oh. Another borderline sour one. Habanero flavor is very forward in it, though. I will give it that. It's very bitter as well. But that one, so the chipotle is the only one that's kind of a question mark for me at this point. As in, I don't know if I'm going to use it. So, but, well, why don't we try it on some stuff? So, a little Del Taco for the tacos, and Del Taco also has burgers. I almost never get them because I don't think they're very good. But I didn't want to go to more than one drive-through. Oh, interesting. They're supposed to give me a double cheeseburger. I got a single. It's fine. The burgers aren't any good anyway. I just wanted it for this video. These snack tacos. So these are $1 a throw now. And you can see they are shrinking. Shrinking violet tacos. Alright, let's just do the same order again. We'll start with the green. This I think would be pretty good on sandwiches. Like a sub sandwich. Something like that. Okay. Okay, this is the green wild, I think. Oh. Oh, that's rough. It's the tacos, the first thing they pick for this. They also pick burgers as well, but I am not a big fan of overly astringent sauces on burgers or tacos. But if a company wants to throw pairing suggestions out, I'm open. Okay, what do I do next? The mango? So mango, I don't know that really is going to go with beef. I need to clear this neck actually after this as well. Yeah, we'll definitely have to do that. That's why you keep toothpicks on hand, right? Alright. So, mango, the hot and, what are they calling this? Hot and sweet mango. It's going to be a lot better on the fried foods I'm going to be pairing it with. Oh, this is questionable. Let's see where tacos fall on the list here. in the middle. They have other stuff that comes before tacos. So far I haven't liked either of these sauces on tacos. Alright. One more taco. There's a Chipotle this time. This will probably be the worst yet. Oh, it's foul. I'm gonna try this once after it's been chilled. Sometimes chilling sauces will change the flavor. Not the composition, but how the flavor reads a little bit. It's kind of like, oh my god, that's horrible. It's kind of like a hot Coke. If you drank your coffee, if you drink your Coke rather, at the same temperature you drink your coffee, even though it's the exact same drink, it probably is not going to be experienced the same. Same with hot sauces. To a degree, I would say that also with ketchup as well. For me, I think I prefer ketchups at room temperature. But it doesn't diminish my enjoyment of the very few times I ever have ketchup. Okay, last and probably least. Oh, so that was hideous. The Del Taco cheeseburger, which is cheese patty bun. This what? You know what? How much did I pay for this? We want to know, don't we? This bullshit right here was $3. And the menu had this thing with, there was a double in the menu, but it had lettuce and tomato and so on. This fucking thing is just cheese and meat and bread. Bullshit. I don't eat fast food though, for the most part, unless I'm doing one of these videos. That's been the case for a while. And the reason I do this sometimes is because I've said this a number of times in the past, but it's because I want you to be able to recreate exactly what you see on video if you're inclined to do that. That isn't always the case. It's not always the case that that's possible. But in this case, it just lent itself really well. You know, there's my convenience, there's this thing is, by the way, completely cold. This burger is like frigid cold. Anyway, there's no value from me as somebody who talks about this stuff to you unless you can understand where it intersects with your own taste. And that's why I try to keep my tolerance somewhat low as well. I mean, you can see I do. There have been times in the past that I've just gotten it on. But you know, I use reviews myself. That's why I got on Yelp initially. Was because I found Yelp to be a pretty enormous benefit during a trip one year. And so, because I just have that reviewer blood in me, I guess, I said, well, let me just sign up. Let me just sign up, throw some stuff on here, starting with this trip. You know, from there, there's I don't know what my last count was. It slowed down in recent times, but gotta be pushing damn near 2,000 reviews on that site by this point. This is well, this wasn't worth $3. It's not awful. Surprisingly, in conjunction with the mayo, it actually doesn't work half bad, even on a burger. I'm actually surprised by this. I was expecting this to be by far the worst one out of all these. There I am, telling you it was probably the best one. You can make a really, really super nice chili mayo with this, I think. So, well, let me finish this up. We'll do a breakdown. Okay, so these three right here, basically have no heat at all in them. Like, basically just none. This one is the only one that has any heat. It is relatively low. Flavor-wise, lot of very forward habanero. These are all pretty vinegary sauces, except for the hot and sweet mango. The hot and sweet mango is a very, very sticky, sweet sauce. So these three I like quite a bit. This one, the chipotle, is easily the worst sauce I've had of this batch, and the only one that actually is on the chopping block for me to bin this. I just or give it away or something. I just don't. I'm not sure that I'm going to be using it now. Like I said, I am going to let it chill. I'm going to throw these all in the fridge, let it go, see what happens. I'm expecting nothing out of this. This one is really interesting, though. The idea of a sort of banana pepper, sort of sport pepper, pepperoncini, you know, that sort of. They have that very distinct pickled pepper flavor, but also have a tinge of bitterness to them a lot of the times. Not so much banana pepper, but definitely the other two. That really kind of reminds me of where they're going with this coloration as well. So I actually am kind of pleasantly surprised here. It's been a really long time since I've had those. I got this once I saw it, because I was like, oh, hey, I get finally a chance to do this. I am in need of a Louisiana style. That's why this is open. That's what this will be used for. And of course, I always need fruit-based sweet hots. This one, I'm not sure really what I'm going to do with that one. I need to play with this one a little bit more. I think it could be really super nice on fish. And maybe that's where it'll wind up going. But that probably won't be till the winter if it does. So, yeah, all told, I forget how much this was, but anytime I see this much focus on packaging, I get really nervous. And then I see them talking about some fucking guy. Well, actually, I don't even know if it's a guy. I don't know if it's some fucking guy or some fucking chick on Reader's Digest. Did no frame of reference to me. I vaguely remember Randy White playing for the Dallas Cowboys, but I can't doubt that's him. Maybe it is. I don't know. I don't know if he knows anything about peppers, if he's a trusted source, but you definitely could do worse than to get this 4-pack. They're all like I said, they've done just a fantastic job on the packaging. It looks gorgeous. Could be packed a little bit better. They did clink together slightly in the box, but nothing too bad. And 3 out of 4, anytime I buy a set and half of them or more are ones that I feel are good enough to use, I consider that a win. So this one where I've got 3 of the 4, it's a pretty big screaming win, in my book anyway. And we'll just leave it right there. So that was the Amazon Pepper Company, and I think it might be available on Amazon as well. But we have 4 pepper sauces. We have the habanero, we have the hot and sweet mango, we have the green wild, and we have the chipotle. Now go forth in peace to serve the flame.